Aaron Ekblad made a comment that, people are missing out on us. I think we're the team to beat.
See,
okay.
Right, we're going to go somewhere from that. But let's just talk about Aaron for a second.
Good for him.
I guess if you can say whatever you want, it's going to be good for you. Like, do you not have any responsibility to they're the team to beat? Has he looked upstate?
Well, I guess.
I mean, what is he talking about?
I guess the problem.
I think we're going to be good. I think we're a team to watch. I think we have a chance to win.
Well, we're
the team to beat.
The question I have is, what do you say to the Luongo the next time you see him? So he retired. We got Bobrovsky. We're the team to beat now.
The only thing holding us back was that Hall of Famer slouch.
So who do you think has had the best offseason? Who do you think is the most improved team in the NHL?
Okay, so we're going to run it down.
We're running it down.
From 5 to 1.
Yes.
Okay. So for me, we're going to start it. You want to go at 5 or I'll go at 5?
No, you want to start from 5 up? Okay, sure. Yeah. Hey, your world, Mike. We're just living on it.
All right, perfect. We got it figured out finally. Okay, so at 5 for me, I have Dallas. Dallas made some nice additions. They needed depth scoring. Corey Perry, apparently healthy. Joe Pavelski, who's going to be a 35-plus goal scorer added to the mix to an already pretty good team. So I thought Dallas, to me, slid in at number 5.
I got the Philadelphia Flyers, and here's what I like. I think they've bolstered the defense. I think Matt Niskanen is a nice addition on defense to move the puck a little bit. They've got a good young defense. I just think, first of all, new coach Alain Vigneault. Mm-hmm. First full year with GM Chuck Fletcher, and I think Carter Hart for a full year.
Yeah, what that can do for them, mentally and everything. If they were always wondering.
Right.
If they were.
Just a little. Now, how long have we been saying this about the Flyers? A little stability in goal. Okay, 4.
Okay, 4. I got the Arizona, my old team, the Howlers.
You are a sucker.
The Yotes.
You're a sucker for the Dogs.
I am. This is the year. This is the year, Gord. They're going to do it. They're going to go back to the playoffs. So we know they got Phil Kessel. They've needed an offensive superstar. You're worried about his mercurial nature. Well, he's got his buddy behind the bench and Rick Tocchet. But more than that, I think what they'll have is a year of good health. Nick Schmaltz is like a returning player. Yeah. Antti Ranta is like an addition. Mm-hmm. Dvorak, Fisher, down the line. Grabner. They were ravaged by injuries, and they were right there.
They were right in it.
And so if they just have a normal season of health, you think of all the players that will be around this year that were not last year, plus Phil.
You know what I would say about your Arizona love? It's the triumph of hope over experience, is what I would say to that.
It's got to change someday.
Number 3 for you.
Number 3 for me?
Yeah.
I have the New York Rangers.
Oh, sorry. I do my 4. Yes. New Jersey.
Seems slow to me.
Well, here's the thing. I think Jack Hughes is going to be a great NHL player. I'm not sure right away. Mm-hmm. I think PK Subban can help, but if you're expecting PK Subban from Montreal, you're not getting him. The skating's not the same as it was. The back.
Have you not seen his workout videos?
Stop.
What did I do?
Of course, everyone's seen them.
I like PK. I'm happy.
I do too.
Although, even to this point, I watch some of his videos. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what is that exercise doing?
But just don't ask him to do. Don't expect him to be.
Yeah, the guy who won the Norris.
Right. And I think also Wayne Simmons will help.
Okay.
Power play guy.
Points.
He's great.
Toughness.
Yeah.
Front of the net.
Yeah. Okay, 3 for you.
3 for me have the Rangers, the New York Rangers.
Okay.
Because Panarin, obviously, significant add. I think Jacob Trouba is one of the better defensemen that switched teams this year. They bring in Adam Fox, who eventually, through a roundabout way, found his way to the team that he wanted. He's an older player that can step in right now. I don't know, he's not going to be great, but he'll be Baker winner. He's going to might have to be a top 4 guy on that team. Mm-hmm. And if he's capable of doing it, there's something to that. Plus, they have some pretty good young players. Capo Caco coming in as well. Heedle will be there. Kravtsov maybe. They have a lot of better players than last year.
They're too low. You have them too low. My number 3 is Dallas.
Okay.
I like adding Joe. Now, you can say they added older players. Obviously, you had Joe Pavelski, Corey Perry, Andre Sekera. I think is
Sekerash.
I think Sekera is a good addition. I think he's a good addition
for this year.
Yeah,
in a limited role.
Yeah.
And they have the horses that can play big minutes below him.
Yeah.
You got Heiskanen and Klingberg can play all day long, and Asa Lindell. You don't need Sekera to play 24 minutes anymore.
Okay, who's number 2 for you?
Number 2 for me, Florida. I'm on the Ekblad bandwagon after that.
Yeah.
I mean, they were a good team already. They upgraded at the most impactful position at the most impactful player available at that position. And by getting Bobrovsky alone to that roster, and I don't want to dismiss Brett Connolly sliding down there, Noel Acciari sliding down there, but Anton Strawman, if you like what he can do, kind of solidify things. But really, just Bobrovsky, what he can do for that team.
I think Joel Quenneville
and Joel
Quenneville brings a big element there. I just think the presence he has, the stability he brings, absolutely. So that's my number 2 as well. Okay. Number 1 for you?
So I have New Jersey because I look at it this way. So who was the best player who was draft eligible last year? Jack Hughes. They got him. Who was the best player not in the NHL last year? Gusev. They got him. Yeah. Who was the best defenseman to change teams this summer? Maybe Trouba, but maybe PK. They got him, Forrest North for winner. And who won the MVP 2 years ago?
Right.
They're going to get Taylor Hall back too. Now it all hinges on Corey Schneider's hips,
right? So
who also reappeared to be working last year as well.
I was going to say, because all you mentioned there, all those guys you mentioned are great, but none of them play goal.
No, but Corey Schneider had good numbers the last 2 months. But I think just as far as the quality of players they've added, and Wayne Simmons, we cannot discount him.
Okay,
I got Jersey number 1.
I got the Rangers number 1.
Yeah.
I got the Rangers at 1. I think Panarin is a star.
He is.
Trouba is a terrific defenseman.
He is.
Kakko is going to be. I mean, Kakko's
ready to go.
He's ready now. I mean, the question, and I don't blame the Devils for taking Jack Hughes because the question is in 5 years who's going to be better.
Sure.
You don't draft someone to say who's going to be better now. You want to see in 5 years who'll be better. I think the Rangers now. It's intriguing with the Rangers because they were sort of in a rebuild mode, and suddenly they go and get Panarin.
Yeah, they've expedited their curve, but I think they've done it with a lot of good young players
Are you asking too much of Lundqvist at this stage?
But they got Georgiev now sitting behind him.
Yeah, Georgiev seems like a real good player.
That split's going to be 44-38.
That defense is really good now.
Really good?
Trouba. I think you add Trouba.
Trouba Shea.
Yeah.
Keep going. Who else in that defense is really good?
Well, they traded Neil Pionk, but
yeah, but you're asking that Adam Fox. I mean, they have.
I think Fox is all right. I mean, he's not a kid.
But they have Stahl there still, who I think
he can play. He's a solid defender in the 4 spot.
Probably better 5. Anthony D'Angelo.
D'Angelo's all right. He's good offensive. He's a good.
You said they're really good.
But who has? I mean, who has 1 through 6?
Nashville.
Well, no, 1 through 4.
They got Dante Faber when they're at 5.
Well, now they do. No, but they've traded Subban, so he's probably in their top 4 now.
Probably. But to me, I think that's your question. Like Mark Stahl, I'm concerned about a second pair. Like Brendan Smith, who's been in the minors and playing forward. That's where I think Adam Fox, if he pans out and turns into a top 4 capable defenseman this year, then the Rangers are onto something.
Yeah, I'm getting abused about my saving all my tickets thing. I'm being accused of being a hoarder.
There is a show for people like you.
Stop it. But Natasha Stanishevsky sent me a picture. She has all of her tickets, and she made a nice collage of them. So I'm gonna steal this from Natasha. I'm gonna make a collage like hers.
Right.
She's way more.
She's crafty.
She's crafty. Well, she's
the baking and everything else.
She's bakey, crafty,
artsy,
golfy. She's all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not. Well, I used to be golfy. I'm not anymore. But anyway, so I'm being called a hoarder. I'm not a hoarder. I am not a hoarder.
If we were roommates, that wouldn't fly in our house.
It's 4 little boxes. It's 4 boxes that are, it's not giant. Like
they just find their way in the recycling bin one day. It just happens by accident.
You would not be a good roommate.
Yeah, so I have the Devils first. You like the Rangers. Either way, the New York area will be better this year. Rangers, Devils will be fun.
And I think
that's good for hockey.
That's great for hockey. So there's our top 5. I went Rangers, Panthers, Stars, Devils, Flyers. Edmonton could be in there too. I think the addition of Dave Tippett, Ken Holland as the manager. I like the trade they made to get James Neal. Like Neal can add something.
Yeah, for sure.
You went Devils, Panthers, Rangers, Coyotes, Stars. You love it. Good for you.
I'm still waiting for an invite to alumni night down there or something.
You've not been invited?
Well, something. Drop the puck? Something. I went down for Donor's retirement.
You led the team in scoring.
I did.
You were the Coyotes' leading scorer.
It was, Kate, you want to hear this embarrassing story that year? So, the only time I led a team in scoring in the NHL was that year, obviously. Obviously. And so, the last game of the season, they're going to give out the team MVP award, which I won, which was amazing. Like, it's pretty cool.
Sure.
So they bring out the main sponsors, whatever, Ashley Furniture Store, and I got to skate down to the Zamboni and do the photo op and shake. And I was so unaccustomed to being in that situation. I grabbed the trophy, I took the photo, and I bolted. I swear to God. I did not slide down the line and shake anyone's hand. I was just so oblivious and out of my element that I just didn't dawn on me. I got back to the bench and guys were like, what are you doing?
You know the greatest one with that
What
was?
are you doing?
You know what the greatest one with that was? And I say the great one for a reason. At the 2005 World Junior, Wayne Gretzky presented the championship trophy to Mike Richards, the captain of Team Canada.
Yeah.
Handed the trophy, stuck out his hand to shake his hand, and Richards turned around with the trophy and skated away.
At least that was he'd won something.
Yeah. Left the great one hanging.
Hang in.